Today is the day, guys. I'm so excited, so tired. I'm a little bit sick, but I've been waiting for this moment for so long that none of it matters. I'm currently in the Uber-ish on my way to my first factory for my bodycare brand that I'm starting, and I'm super excited. Like, I don't know, super excited. It's so weird to think how for like 4 months back and forth I've been talking to these people, and I get to go see like how everything is done and how everything is going to be. I'm super excited, nervous at the same time, but super excited. I think one of the things, like when you're creating your own business, you're always so like critical of yourself because you want everything to be perfect. But I think one of the best advice that somebody gave me, aka Kim Kardashian, she did this interview and she was saying how like you can be critical of yourself, but the best thing that you have to do is actually put yourself in the place of the consumer. Not think about what you would want, but think about what the consumer would want and what is going on with mainstream media and whatsoever. So I think with all of the researches that I've done, people are gonna like my product, and I'm super excited about it. And I think I have 3 factories that I'm gonna go visit. This one that I'm visiting today was my main one. I would say like it's one of the ones that I would definitely probably prefer, but again, you never know. I'm going with an open mind, so yeah. Okay guys, so I just got to the factory and I met 2 beautiful ladies that are gonna show me around in the factory. I have Lily.
Hello.
And I have Lilia.
Hello.
And we're gonna go around. They already gave me like my samples in order for me to try. So yeah, yeah. They are really sweet. They gave me some fruit and some tea before going to check out the R&D station. So at this point, I'm super excited and I start rubbing the so-called samples on me. But the minute I put it on my skin, I'm like, this is not what I asked for at all. And I just closed the container and I was like, okay, let me just see if there's an issue or they made a mistake on the sample containers. At that point, we are communicating via Google Translate because they're not fluent in English. So I'm just like, what is this? Like, is there a mistake? Is this my samples or what's going on? That's when she shows me on Google Translate and she's like, these 2 other essential oils or whatever it is that we're showing you are from our partners and they're not your samples. I'm like, what the fuck is she talking? Sorry guys for my swearing, but what is she talking about? We've been conversing for like 6 months now. Like, what do you mean my samples are not ready? What do you mean your partner's samples? So at this point, you guys could clearly see in my face, I was pissed off. I was trying to not show it, but I was upset because, again, I'm someone that when I want something, especially if I give you time to do it, it has to be what I wanted. I can understand if there's a few discrepancies, but for it to not be what I wanted at all, oh my God. And at this point, they were kind of like just ignoring my question of where my actual samples were. And they started showing me generic products. And I was like, bro, like, I'm sorry. This is not what I want. But I still, respectfully, I'm like, okay, let me go to visit the factory. And then afterwards, I'll kind of voice my concerns and my unhappiness. So after the tour, I just took my phone and I was like, girls, I'm sorry. Whatever it is that you guys showed me, I don't want it. I don't want a generic product and I want my products. What happened? And they were like apologetic and they were like, yeah, we're sorry. But they didn't really give me a truthful reason to why my samples weren't ready. So at this point, I was like, okay, well, thank you for the visit. But if it's not what I want, then there's really truly nothing to talk about. So they promised to have my samples ready after like 2-3 days, but we're just gonna have to see because time is money. I'm on a time crunch and I just really don't have time for this. But anyhow, guys, yep, that's what I told you guys at the beginning. I was expecting the best, but also knowing that the worst could happen. This was the end of the factory visit. Whew, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, today was not as I expected because obviously, like, there is things that I wish that would have been prepared. But honestly, they did a really good job when it comes to like receiving me. They did give me a sample of things that I tried over there. But normally I was supposed to have my sample ready, but it seems like they didn't prepare it. So I will receive the sample of my product in a couple of days, God willing. But I had been speaking to them for a while and they had told me that the sample is ready. So anyhow, I think like the reason why they did that is because they didn't want to commit. They wanted to be sure that I wouldn't like the items that they had already because obviously they have formulas that are already made. And when I came, they showed me things that were already made and I didn't want that. I want a special formula and I want specifically to do the things that I say that it's going to do. I want it to be tested and yeah, so again, they did show me a couple of things that they had in stock, generic things, and although there is things that I did like, I had to refuse them. I had to refuse them when it comes to like the generic products, right? So if you're ever thinking about coming to China, you have to be careful about this. And I'm crossing my fingers that the other factories is not the same thing. When I come, I'm gonna be able to smell and see my product, but I guess I'm gonna have to see once I get there. But yeah. But when it comes to like the visit itself, it was a good visit. They showed me around. It was clean, and I felt confident that they would be able to be a clean environment for them to do my products. Just for the fact that they lied about having my sample when they didn't have it, and they tried to sell me other stuff. I am somebody that is very meticulous, and when I say that I want something, I want it, and I don't expect any less. But again, I'm trying to keep an open mind. I know that during my whole process, there is going to be times where shit like that is going to happen. I'm not going to get what I want. But again, I did tell them that I'm giving them till I leave to be able to get my sample. If I don't get it before I leave, then I'm not gonna go with you guys because it defeats the whole purpose of me coming here. I didn't want to see like the laboratory and stuff, and I did see it, which was good. But again, like I want to be able to smell my product, touch my product while I'm in China, and I've been talking to you guys for like 6 months. So yeah, guys, so I have my visit to my other factory in 2 3 days, I think. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you so much.